to say, I'm a bit obsessed with that song. I do my own intros now. And hello everyone, and welcome to another stream. Hi there, unholy fingerboard. Hi and welcome. Hi and welcome. Hold on, I need to reply to one real quick thing in the programming channel on the Discord server. We have a C programmer who needs me. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. I'm explaining C. It's my whole thing. This, and then. Okay, now I'm ready. There we go. So today here's the thing. I've did a bit of work. I've gone ahead and bloody done it. A bit of work. So this is all basically finished. Well, the first half an hour. Jeez, almost slipped out there. The first half an hour is basically finished. All I need to do is just add the sounds and music to it. Then edit this segment, edit that, add sounds and music, and then all that will be left will be the universe chapter, rest of animations right here, then a brief example, which will very much not be brief, then the harmonic oscillation segment, and that's it! The video is finished! It's done! Okay, I'm fine. But listen, I've actually managed to do it yesterday. I do have to say, I haven't done nearly enough work done yesterday. However, one thing I have managed to do is I have managed to do a coffee detox. I haven't drank any, which is partially the reason why I haven't done any work, hasn't even gotten any work done yesterday. Which means that today I can drink my coffee. Oh, and it's going to hit hopefully. I need it to hit. Oh jeez. Hi, the poncho. What am I witnessing? A mess, if you're watching me. 5 more minutes time. It's not quite yet 5 more minutes time. It's still going to take me like a day or 2 days. But but I can see the end, which is something. Alright. There we go. Now all I need to do is boil some water and then I can get myself some coffee. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh no, it's going to take like 3 minutes for the water to boil, you know? I got salted caramel flavored coffee with me. Oh, that sounds delicious. That does sound delicious. Definitely good for you. Oh no, it's going to take like solid minute or 2 minutes for the coffee to boil. If only I had like some kind of, activity I can do in those 2 minutes. That would take like. Perfect timing. I'm obsessed with that song. It is the first time. It is the first time. Just make some thermite. Unholy finger, you know what's funny? I do have everything required to make thermite. And when I say everything required, I don't mean just, just like, oh, some rust and aluminum. I mean both both iron oxide powder and aluminum powder that's fine enough that would actually work as thermite. So I could just go to my chemistry cupboards, mix them together, and I could just make some thermite on the spot. Ain't that fun? If my chemistry cupboard catches fire, I am done for and dead. Up. There we go. And coffee is done. Now I can drink away. Oh, we really are starting the stream slow today, aren't we? But hey, sue me. It's gonna be a lovely day. By the way, Poncho, I'm really thinking, well, how are your days going so far? I'm so sorry for not asking. I'm a bit of a man. I just woke up. First thing we're gonna do today is this. So, haven't really had the chance to gather my thoughts in any way. The charity work, by the way, funny enough, I'm thinking about the timings of it all, and I have picked an absolutely dreadful time. It's horrible. I don't know whose idea was it to start a charity in December. Happy morning for you, Father Make It. Oh, you can call me Dad, it's fine. But yeah. Whose idea was it to start a charity in December? Awful timing, because right now I need to get all the documents ready and I won't be able to do anything basically from like the 23rd of December till New Year's, or at least it's going to be really difficult because most people celebrate both Christmas and New Year's, which, I mean, good for them. I'm really happy for them. It's honestly quite lovely and cheery and such, but like, it's really upsetting. Hi, this is Baka. Hi, what are we making today? We're making good memories, is what we're making today. And the video, yeah. And we're having Make It complain about the the least important parts of the least intriguing parts of starting a charity. I love how Flow becomes the new Blender cover, huh? Well, let me see. Oh, you mean, yeah. It's quite nice. Tiring, got a computer architecture exam tomorrow that I only needed need to get a 55 on the pass with a B, but I want to get higher than that. Oh, good for you. I like it. Ambition. I spot it. Okay. Where are we with the universe animations?
This vector corresponds to positions particle is in. So for example, a vector like this means 33% of the...
Alright, this I'm pretty certain I've already rendered as well, which means this animation right here, let's see.
Vector like this means 33...
Oh, the motion blur screws it up a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna re-render this, because motion blur is really messing with it. And I don't like it. We're going for quality this time. And quantity as well. Hey. Why not both? A comically large video as well. Brilliant. Well, let's get... Shut up, Adobe. You're fine. Let's get editing.
I guess. No, but seriously, by the... But enough of that, because right now it's time for us...
Yeah, enough of that. Enough of the silliness. Time to...
like the book. But enough of that, because right now it's time...
Alright, there we go. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be another one of those live streams where I just do something unfathomably boring and I just hope that the caffeine in my veins is enough to make me interesting.
Because right now...
But hey, hasn't failed me since.
For us to touch on canonical momentum. What is canonical momentum, I hear you ask? Well, it's just momentum. Well, a more general momentum, the more general kind. So we all know momentum, right? You have a cube, it's heavy, you push it, mass times velocity.
So far it seems easy, just stuff to do with caches, memory, virtual memory, the data path for a subsection of ARM v8 instructions. I'm gonna trust you on that, I'm gonna trust you that it's easy, because I don't know anything about it. So, if it only needs to know how much data to write, what if, instead of trying to access a member, we just read from the pointer to the pointer of size of vector 3? Okay, Sosbaga, so I'm guessing a door. You really gotta change up your... Honestly, the names confuse me. But okay, I promise help, and help you shall receive. I need to enter my surgery, make the... Actually, let me see. Do I have any some kind of... Do I have some kind of... No, I don't. Make the... Alright. So. Pointers, stuff, junk, thing. There we go. I make new names every time I make new accounts, change the profile picture. That makes it very difficult for me. Well, okay. So, let me reread your messages just to make sure I understand the problem. TM. Let's see. I can call it like struct thing before the fingerprint is a struct. But the way I have it set up is there is an array of void pointers to various different objects. Okay, so you have... Hold on, let me just... let's do some boilerplate. Start with lib as well, would be convenient. Let's not have insert on because that's script already. Int main, right. Okay, 0. Because I'm an old school programmer and we still do returns even when we don't have to. So you have like a void pointer of A, like this. Except I'm going to guess and assume that you don't have it set up as a void pointer, only you have it set up as void pointer A10, something like that, because that's a lot more readable. I'm guessing here. I don't know if I got it correctly. If I have it wrong, then just let me know. But an array of void pointers that point to various different objects. So okay, so what's happening? All right, so different objects. So I'm guessing the way you have it set up is you have something like char a. No, wait, no, I can't do a char character int integer and I don't know, float double thing. Beautiful. So you have various different things, and I'm guessing that's what you meant, where a0 is the address of the character, a1, a2. Just integer and double thing. I didn't like pointers the first time I heard about them. I have loved pointers ever since I was introduced to them because they just make so much sense. Like it's honest. Okay, but to be fair, that's the reason why I like C, isn't it? C is really nice because in this case, well, in general, you don't need to really learn about C. All you need to do is just learn about how computers work, and you can figure out it on your own how everything should work. So I'm guessing though you have a setup like this. Where you have different kinds of variables, you have a void pointer that points to them all, and then you have this. Now, in this case, I already have some questions about why, because it's I don't think I've ever had a setup like this. Usually when you have arrays, you want to keep them with a single type, because you want to like handle them. You basically want to handle each item inside the array the same way. So you would prefer them to have a same type, which means that in a scenario like this, you would do something more like struct char and float struct. That's just the name. The name can be anything, and then char and float. This is just the name we're going to use. That's why I typed it. And then right here we could do char car. Character. Well, I could just copy all of these like this, and then it would be better to have a pointer of the struct. Oh, sorry, this one. Structure, or whatever it would be called. Yeah, because it would make it, you bloody idiot. Pointer of the struct. There we go. And then inside the structure, just. Dot character. Actually, no, the dot, that's important. Arrow integer, arrow double thing, and then not the address, only the thing. Wait, no, actually, no, because you want the address, right? So sorry, all of these should be pointers. And in this case, this wouldn't have to be a pointer anymore. I don't know exactly what you're using this for, so my implementation could be a bit off. Here we go. Something like that. I was thinking I could have an array of struct stuff, and then whenever I need to process one, it will have a type, and then I use a switch statement to process in different ways. Hold on. Hi, Timon. What's today's topic? Well, today's topic is the physics video. I'm just helping out Door with Luffy or Deer. Should I call you Deer or Doorbite? You know what? We're getting way too much tangent in our tangent already. Let me read that again and sip again. I was thinking I could have an array of struct stuff, and then whenever I need, it's door because it's singular. Alright, door. I like it. I have an array of struct stuff, and then whenever I need to process one, it will have a type. And then I use the switch statement to process it in different ways. I see what you mean. There is a way to do that, but I wouldn't recommend it because no, let me have a think. Actually, it's quite a difficult thing. Could you tell me better, maybe, why you are trying to do this sort of thing? Because you've mentioned that you're writing was it the collision? Yeah, collision algorithm. You're writing a collision algorithm. Could you tell me more about the context in which you're trying to implement this? Because I have to say, I have never really had a problem like that where I needed to handle a bunch of different objects in a loop, effectively. Or like iteratively process. Oh, jeez, that's such a pretentious way to say it. I immediately regretted saying that. Basically, normally you would handle with a struct, and then if you have different types, you need to handle them differently anyway. There's kind of no going about this because, well, different structs, well, different types just work completely differently. Also, in the meantime, as you take some time to respond, if you don't mind, I'm going to render. I'm making a game and I need to process different types of objects, so the collision algorithm functions in an array of these objects. Yeah, but each of the objects should have the same type. That's the thing. It should very much have the same type, because otherwise you cannot just use them in a loop. Using the proper jargon is pretentious. Both exist to use them, but it all depends on context. In this case, using the proper jargon is very much pretentious. I hate it when people do that. Oh my goodness, how many hours have I spent complaining about the usage of acronyms in engineering and computer science in general? Unnecessary is what they are. Oh, I'm sorry, UID, RFID, and there was this third one with C that all mean the same thing. And I just don't want to have a bunch of different arrays for each type. Different arrays for each type. You can... Okay, so you have the... Alright, so let me just let me change up my this example to something that may be more appropriate. So you have something like type def object struct object, and this would be the object that carries your collision, right? That's the object. Oh, let's have as an example the... Remember when I did the 7-dimensional video where I did the collisions in 7 dimensions? Let's use that as an example. In that case, we have our struct, that's our object. Oh wait, type def struct object, right? The notation for this is really bad. I never liked it. A general structure for everything that needs collision. Don't say MOSFET, it's the magic electrical thingy. No, but like, the thing is, when you need to specify to someone that you're talking about a MOSFET, then that helps. But in this case, it will be more akin to, instead of saying transistor, saying MOSFET. Like, if you actually need a MOSFET, then say MOSFET. But if you just need a transistor, then specifying that by saying MOSFET introduces an unnecessary like layer of just obfuscation for no reason. Right. Or even better, metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. For some reason, I still have the expansion in my head. I don't know why. So you have some kind of object. Then let's say that you will like its position, and let's say that you would like this position in n dimensions, just for the shits and giggles. So this would be, in that case, double, right? Because that's our coordinate, and it will be position. And then next to it we would have unsigned long amount of dimensions, like this. In that case, this would also mean that depending on the object, like different objects have different amounts of dimensions, but hey, whatever. We're making our own universe again. We can. Who's gonna stop us? Then another thing we could have is we could have something like double mass. We could have something like double, I don't know, coolness, whatever. Some things that will affect your collisions, right? In that case, then you take this object, and all you need to do is you need to just object pointer objects, or name of your object's variable, just to make this easier. And then this obviously into a malloc, because we need to give it some space, and then size of object times and however many objects you want. This is how I would have handled this. Maybe I could have a collidable struct, and everything that needs collision could have a member of the collidable type, and then just call object collidable position. I don't know enough about your implementation to help it properly, I worry. I really would like to help you, but I don't think I know enough about how you implemented it. Object collidable position. Do you want objects that also... Because, okay, I think what you are doing is you're trying to generalize it with the extreme, which I respect. I think generalizing things to the extreme is really, really fun. The problem is that it's also really tedious. I have done these sort of things. I've played these games before with my Ventum engine with the DLLs, where I basically had like a generalized to the extreme kind of input with the functions. The ones transistor I always had but haven't seen used electrical circuits is high electromobility. So I've never even heard of that. I've never okay, I am really not in the weeds of electronics, because I mean I haven't even seen JFETs used that often. Hemd I haven't even heard of. Oh my goodness. Tangent inside the tangent, everyone. We're jumping from one thing to another. It's a field effect transistor. I like the HFET name much better. Between two materials, different gaps. Source gate drain, barrier substrates. Wait, what's the difference between it and a... I need a reference. I gotta sleep. I'll sleep on and maybe catch stream earlier or cry in the programming channel. Thanks for help, Dad. No worry, kid. I gotcha. Glad I could help. If there is only a way I can help, win, I'll try my best. Hold on. I just realized also how good of me. There we go. Much better. So MOSFET. Actually, JFET, I suppose. Wouldn't JFET be better? Or am I completely forgetting what JFET was? I've never even heard of this. Two-dimensional electron gas. What does it even mean? What does that even mean? Imagine the named transistors that I've never heard or seen being used. I imagine there's a lot of types. We created NPN, PNP, and MOSFET, and then just that's it. It's solved. All the other ones are just because I imagine someone saying, "Why not?" Okay.
A vector like this means 33% of the particle being in position 1, 60.
Must have been BJT or CMOS. Look, I don't remember what the B was in, but I remember the junction transistor. And CMOS I also don't remember what it stands for. Once again, the acronyms. I understand why in this case. In this case, I'll concede the acronyms are needed for the. Yeah, in this case, I'll concede the acronyms are needed because I mean they are just. Well, they're effectively like shortening an IUPAC name, right? You don't want to go too far the other way, and you don't want to end up with a phenol kind of situation.
In position 1, 66% in position 2, 0 in position 3. 33% of the particle being in position 1.
Okay, I do believe I would like them to highlight a bit, because otherwise it might be a bit tricky. I still have the Make It theme in my head. I can't get it out. It's been days! What do you mean phenol kind of situation? Well, what I mean is that phenol has its own name, even though it's just benzene with an alcohol. And then that's also really confusing. Also, isn't one of the alternative names for phenol? Hold on. like benzol or something. Yeah, benzenol. There we go. You have the preferred IUPAC name, which is an exception to the systematic IUPAC name. Bipolar and juncture transistors and complementary MOS, basically when NMOS and PMOS are both used. Oh, that does make sense actually. Yeah, as I said, in this case I'm not gonna complain about the usage of acronyms. Annoying as it might be, it is also the best option. How do I tackle this? That's a good question. I imagine I tackle it properly. What? Why? Oh, you are pissing me, aren't you? You must be having a piss. 3. Right, no, that does also make sense. There we go. Alright. Yum. So, each one of these is indexed differently. Right here, we have the thing that gives us the index. Now all I need is mix color and mix between dice. Why could I give you an wait? What, hold on. What? I just gave you a number. Did I see that right? I am so confused. Oh, it. Wait, what? So wait, why does 4, 3, 5, 6? So it just fills in the first 3. Why am I so destructible today? Make it! Come on! Get your act together. There's work to be done, right? Yeah. White, and then the selection color will be, I don't know, yellow. Yellow should be fine. And then this, and in this case we want math greater than, I imagine. Ah, yum. Well, let's do pitch black for now, just to... Why do you have to be like that? Realize. Alright, then that's done. Science! No, wait. No, that was correct. Science! Look at that. Hey. I've always pissed in the basic aromatic nitrogen compounds because they have a stupid and long names I can't remember. That's way worse than phenol. I'm sorry, piston? That is not a... Do you mean I was always pissed about? Or something like that? Or they always pissed me off? Because I've never heard anyone say pissed at. That's... I am always pissed at. Okay. Okay. Alright, that makes more sense. That confused me for a second. I thought we were talking about some labs or something. And aromatic nitrogen compounds. I don't know much about aromatic nitrogen compounds. Hold on. Let me see. Aromatic nitrogen compounds. I only know the nitro stuff. Oh, like those, you mean? Yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean. They're also just dumb. Okay, I've saved this one. Now what we need is now we need multiply greater than, no wait, less than this, and greater than this, Look at me, the mathematician. It's so dumb. Oh, poor door. I'm sorry. Poor door. Okay, and then the last one will be less than. There we go. Lots of tangents. Well, that's the stream, isn't it? Without tangents, what are we? But just a collection of random tangents. To be fair, I'm being very, there isn't. Today, all I need to do for the entire day, genuinely, there are only 3 things I need to do. The first one is this. The second one is I need to add to the thing that Caper has gone and bloody done. And the third one is I need to call a guy about a thing, and by that I mean call a friend of mine about the charity, because I need to get in the process of setting it up. So, albeit, nothing is especially a matter of that much time. Like, I have a pretty relaxed day today, is basically what I'm trying to say. So we might as well go on some tangents. Live a little, Hey, I'm just a couple of guys having fun.
66% in position 2. 0 in position 3. How can a particle be in both places at the same time? Irrelevant for now.
1,208 raised off 1k. I couldn't charity website. That was fast. Wait, what? 1,000 of. Wait, what do you mean? Huh? What charity website? Are you talking about the old fundraiser? Oh, you spoke me. For a second I got a heart attack because I. Oh my goodness. Okay. For a second I got a heart attack. Yeah. Okay, you're talking about the old fundraiser. Yeah. This one. This. Oh, that's what the website used to look like, by the way. Jeez. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, we have gotten quite a lot, haven't we? Hold on, what is that right here? Progress circle. Progress circle. They're infringing on my copyright. I'm sorry. Is that a pie chart I see? A charity pie chart? My lawyers will be contacting you.
How can a particle be in both places at the same time?
When can we see the Caper website? The thing is, we already can. I haven't announced it yet because, to be honest, I'm scared. I suppose we can. Well, I suppose a test run. Where? Where can you see it? Well, have a guess. It's so neat to be logged in on your own website. It's a great feeling. The pie chart is broken. There we go. Sometimes it takes 2 tries. But yeah, the website is actually already up. I haven't announced it because right now we're having more of a test run sort of period. And also there are a couple of things I need to do for the website. So far there's nothing on it because all of the cool features are hidden away. We're still working on them. But yeah, that's the thing number 2 I need to do today. I'll need to clean up all the mess I have created because Caper hasn't made any messes. Caper has created a very love the about part. Is the about part on the website? I thought we did not it for the release. Oh no, we did. There we go. Yeah, it's the crew. They make it Ocean Caper. I do like it. My offer was to get Caper an all matter rendition of themselves, but Caper just settled for a spinning low quality keep of a Capri Sun. So yeah. What was I doing even? I already forgot. Right, this. Get it together.
How can a particle be in both places at the same time? Irrelevant for now, we'll cover that in the future, but the point is, it is in two places, and this vector describes where. Now, this is the position state, but if we want to get the position...
Oh my goodness gracious me, this is gonna be boring. 420 or not. 30 frames, they make it classic. I can't get it out of my goddamn head. Is this what going insane feels like? It must be. Alright, this is rendering, we can get back to editing the earlier segments.
Simple, I don't need to explain that. But why are we changing it up to be canonical all of a sudden?
Yes, so what we're going to do is we are going to define a new parameter, namely the
There we go.
canonical momentum. And we will see in a second why we do this and why we call it the momentum.
I don't like this transition right here.
Momentum.
I like the idea of it being sharp, but I don't like it being this sharp. And I also don't like reusing the same piece of music for the third time in a row.
In reality, it is quite simple. Only the
Oh well, we all have our own little quirks. There we go.
In reality, it is quite simple. Only the
I had Remco for a second, I was having this on stream, I got scammed. Yeah, it's like 7 in the morning.
means is just change in the Lagrangian in relation to velocity. This is just the mathematics translated directly into English. So with that in mind, let's focus on that sentence. What is the Lagrangian? Well, you should know that by now, because the entire last video was about it, the Lagrangian. But basically, for the purposes of this, we can just say it's the kinetic energy minus the potential. And we will already throw away the minus the potential part to simplify it a bit. And now
I do feel like a slide whistle here would go. I logged in with Discord, what can I do now? Nothing. There's nothing. Well, I mean, you can, if you've made any donations, you can, hold on. If you've made any donations, then you can have them connected to your profile. That's it. That's all there is on the website. As I mentioned, we're in the testing phase. Soon there will be other stuff. What I want to implement today is I want to implement the badges. Well, not implement the badges. Caper has implemented the badges. I want to make that clear. I want to add some badges. Another interesting course I'm taking is about complex variables, which is more like complex analysis, where we look at the fundamental theory of complex analytic functions. Oh, I suppose that would be important, wouldn't it? That's... Look at fundamental theory of complex analytic functions. What are analytic functions? I'm asking for, everyone watching who doesn't know what an analytic function is. I obviously know what an analytic function is.
minus the potential.
But I'm just asking for the sake of, everyone else who doesn't.
To simplify it. And now let's see what that equation means again. This time it means change of the kinetic energy in relation to velocity. So basically you can think of it in terms of how efficient your
because I knew I was going to the next video of happen anyways.
object is at turning velocity into kinetic
That's
energy.
fair.
So just to solidify it, if we have...
I mean, so far there isn't... okay. the thing is, all of the charity donations from now on will be retired because they untick functions are the ones that are nice and smooth. Proper definition. Hold on, let me actually. Yeah. Oh, are they? Wait. Before I look it up, are they the ones that are differentiable at every point? Function as given by a convergent power series. Infinitely differentiable, but yeah, okay. Okay, I remember them, never mind. Function is so nice that knowing it as derivatives at a single point gives its entire behavior nearby through a power series. Okay, it does make sense then. Yeah, I know them. I feel like a core memory just unlocking my head, just remembering some kind of random Reblax explanation of them. There we go.
0 in position 3. How can a 0 in position 3. How can a particle be in both places at the same time? Irrelevant for now. We'll cover that in the future. But
Okay. Actually, I could do a bit of thinking on stream as well. For the badges on the website will be kind of like achievements, kind of like roles on Discord, this sort of thing. And do you all have any idea for what kind of badges should we add? I already have 7 ideas, possibly 8. For the badges.
relevant for now. We'll cover that in the future. But the point is, it is in 2 places, and this vector describes.
Alright, this, 50. Actually, later on the stream we can design them as well. Killing multiple birds with one very aggressive stone. Estrogen testosterone body so transition during the time in the community. For all the completionists, it will be difficult to get both. But hey, not impossible. I can't get it out of my head. -5 because I like integers. -0.7. No, -0.9. No, -0.7. But this one -5.5. Yeah, exactly.
It is
Another thing I was thinking of, but that unfortunately I won't be able to do on stream, is that for the system that there will be like a list of badges that, because there will be certain badges which will be secret badges, unique badges that anyone can get. But for the most badges, there will be like I do want to make like a Steam kind of achievements board where you see what percentage of the people have a certain badge. Talk about superposition of wavelength, and you didn't surprise me that it's a thing. I mean, the superposition of wavelength, doesn't that just carry over from any kind of superposition? Like, if you think about it, isn't that, because, you know, you can Fourier transform, right? So isn't every single superposition quantum mechanics just an extension of superposition of wavelength?
But the point is, it is in 2 places.
Oh yeah, I'm rendering, I'm an idiot. I still
And that's what this equation means. But make it, I hear you ask.
Right here we need some kind of scary music. It's crucial to this explanation. Oh, and the mechanics link didn't go deeper, sadly. Eventually, well, just just give me and Remco like 2 more episodes, and that should be quantum field theory. Actually, exactly 2 more episodes should be quantum field theory. Just like at the end of this episode, we're teasing quantum mechanics, or are they going into quantum mechanics? At the end of the next one, we should be teasing quantum field theory. Or relativity? Or we could be actually teasing... Well, I mean, teasing relativity from quantum mechanics would be quite tricky. Possibly 3 episodes, tops. Well, it shouldn't be any more than that. Do I have any scary music? I don't think I do. I've never downloaded any scary music, never had need for it. I'm scary enough as this. Alrighty, let's see. Sound effects, music, suspense. Resume subscription. I don't have that kind of money. In this economy? You saw that! My entire Firefox just froze! Oh, that's not great, is it? And also, these aren't even appearing anywhere. I don't mean to flex, but Caper made a better website. Alright? I don't mean to be that guy, but it bears repeating that Caper made a better website than this. I'm just saying. Do I need to disable Dark Reader? If Dark Reader is what breaks it, then that would be genuinely impressive. Because all that does is just switch colors around. Oh, but it works off thriller music, so all I need to do is switch the music type. Looking for something without a star.
Production.
This works beautifully. Oh, don't download it as a WAV, no. MP3. Yeah. Perfect. Exactly what I had in mind. I know that I sound like a broken record, but I just see my keyboard on the left of me, in the corner of my eye, and I have this theme just in my head.
I hear you ask.
On repeat.
I hear you
It doesn't feel menacing enough.
But make it, I hear you ask.
Maybe dramatic zoom in? But that could look childish.
Why did we redefine momentum? I mean, in this example, the classical momentum would work just fine, and that is a pretty reasonable question. And the answer is, canonical momentum is a more general version of classical momentum. So, with the...
No, that was aggressive gulp. And absolutely unnecessary. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Forward, beautiful. Let's see it.
That's what this equation means. But make it, I hear you ask. Why did we redefine momentum? I mean, in this example, the classical momentum
So
would
dumb.
work just fine, and that is a pretty reasonable question. And the answer is, canonical momentum...
And also right here, let's shift it a bit, because we do
Classical
have an ending
momentum
of the
would
song.
work just fine.
I really like that I'm putting care into this video. It's not just going to be a long video, it's going to be a good video.
And that is a
I
pretty
think the fact that Remco has spent so much time working on it is what motivated me, honestly.
reasonable question. And the answer
That and everyone, honestly, actually. It's It's just an amazing community. It feels good to spend time working on stuff.
Is canonical momentum is a more general version of classical momentum. So, with the cubes, their momentum can be described as P equals mv. But if we have a charged particle going through a magnetic field, its momentum would have to be described using P equals m
Pretty much feel
plus qa. Or in other words, classical momentum fails to describe the momentum of charged particles, for example. With our canonical momentum, however, it describes both. And so that's the reason why this equation is used, why we need canonical momentum. It is more generalized. But standard...
I just realized this is bad. No, make it. The kinetic energy over there, that was just for the sake of the example. Damn it. Which one was it? Fish brackets, no. Perry, the operator? No. Hamiltonian, no. Lagrangian. Canonical momentum, yeah, this one. This should very much not be EK. Okay, so 770 up to 810. There we go. It's a shame because once we start rendering this, I won't be able to stop. That's because if I stop the render and if I get back to Premiere, the Premiere will just fail. So let's load the samples. Okay, and in this case we don't want EK, we want an L. Right, correct, right? It is an L. Oh, where's my physicist when you need them? I have a document, I can just read it. Okay, L 90 minus 90 Lagrangian. Beautiful. I sound like a bad drug addict. I can stop rendering whenever I want. Ah, I misclicked. Whatever happens. The point is that right now I can't take back to Premiere because if I do, I'm gonna get an error. No, what a shame! I have to play my piano because there's nothing we can do because we're rendering and I can't stop the render. Oh, what a shame! Oh, dag now. Okay, there are other things I can do, I suppose. The badges, right? Trying to make the badges. So, I should make a new folder for the badges. Badges. Okay. Splendid. Now, what should I make the badges in? It's tempting on one hand to... You know what? Oh! There is one feature of Blender I have genuinely never used. There's the 2D animations. I have... First of all, why is the background white? Yuck. Oh, no, not more white. This is painful enough. No, that's not gonna help. Yeah, you know what? I've never used this feature. I'm still not gonna use it. We're gonna do it in 3D. It's easier. Okay, so I can just not render this, but I don't wanna start rendering 2 seconds later. Whoops, completely unintentional. It's just a gosh dang shame. I started rendering, now I can't stop it and I need to wait for it to finish. Oh no. Okay, let's trans the blender up. There we go. Consider the blender transed. Now, them badges. What will they be for? Well, I already have 7 ideas. Why is the background white? What should it be? Black? Grey? Blender grey? This one is grey. I was expecting Blender grey. I wasn't expecting it to be white. Let's do first top badges. It's easy for 2D animations. Yeah. Blender grey. If Blender grey works for 3D animations, why not 2D animations? Make it, stop it. Evan Goldberg, hi! How you doing? Hi, welcome! How you doing? Okay. Now, let me just open this. The beautiful piece of art that Tefta has made. Oh, such a long time ago. Not white pitch white again. No, anything but that. That's not yuck. There we go. Cheers. Oh no, that's not the right one. This is the right one. There we go. Yes. So, how do you export stuff? Whoops. This finished rendering. Now if I go back to Premiere. What do you mean locating? That's specifically why I didn't... Adobe... I know we had our differences. But we're about to have so many more differences if you don't get your act together. Hi, I'm good. I'm gonna go to work again too soon. Well, have a good day at work then. I hope it goes well. I really do hope it goes well. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry, I'm a bit all over the place because I'm... Yeah, we'll try to get some time to look at the rocks up close. You have a great job, I do have to say. Good for you, being able to just play around with a microscope. Canonical momentum. This one, and then canonical momentum, and then this one. There we go.
With our canonical momentum, however, it describes both, and so that's the reason why.
Yeah, but just to double check, just to make sure I'm not making any silly mistakes. Hi there, Andy. Hi, welcome. Just to make sure I'm not making any silly mistakes. Wrong file. Right file. Yep, Lagrangian to velocity. Splendid, beautiful. Lovely, phenomenal, fantastic. And then we need to render the next one, which will be up to 840. There we go. How do you export stuff in Illustrator? I've never used Illustrator seriously. I've only ever used it when other people sent me stuff for my old job, and I didn't like it. The job, nor the exporting, nor the using. Export selection. Yeah, that sounds like it. Yes, that sounds like the right thing. SVG. Export. This is going to be a pain. The export as D logo. Oh well. Now this. Wait. This. Right here. Yes. Export selection. That one. SVG. What are you gonna export it as? Oh, I'm pretty certain you just overwrote another one. Well, that's not the right thing. This is the right thing, yeah. Huh? Oh, that's what you... Okay, I got it. Gotcha. Understood. And then... this one, why not? For the sake of doing it all. A quick question. Is it annoying whenever I play the Make It theme? And answer honestly. Because... I do have to say... For years, it has been the song that I'm playing whenever I'm manic, basically. No. Okay, because for years it has been the song that I've been playing with a manic, and I have... I'm going to randomly start playing piano. Basically, it's... I don't want to say it's cathartic, but it hits the same part of my brain. Right here. I just wish I could add even more to it. Because so far I have only... how many iterations? I have... This is the first one. Well, no, the first one is this. This is the first original one. Then there is the second. The third. Then there's the fourth. Oh, hold on. And fifth. Yeah, so I have 5 iterations for now. I really feel like I should add more, because it's becoming a bit stale. Hi, the cat's a bit hi. Ah, there we go. Now, we have all the SVGs, and we want to add them in.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh.
This looks very correct. Okay. First of all, it imported one of them in. Second of all, it's absolutely tiny. So that's brilliant. Make it. How are you doing? I am pretty well. Having a relatively chill day, I would say. Plenty of
Oh,
work
it's
to do.
Amy. Hello, Amy.
Yeah, plenty of work to do, but all the work is pretty relaxing, so. I call this one the City of Make It. It's the City of Stars, played by Ryan Gosling, but instead of going with the typical melody line, it goes to the Make It theme. Alright. Oh jeez, this is going to be painful. This is going to be absolutely painful because it doesn't import.
What the hell are you making?
I'm making badges for the website.
Oh.
The only problem is that
Why does it look like that?
because that's the way it records in.
Oh, it's a pie.
Yes, but the problem is that I am importing all of these using an add-on, which doesn't import them all that well. Which I suppose I should just get a better add-on. Blender import SVGs. the most important question, like I do get that all of these right here are important, but to me the most important one is how much does it cost? Because not gonna lie, I'm kind of on a budget.
Isn't that like a trial maybe?
My goodness, Blender is so incredible. It's so maddeningly impressive that you can just drag and drop stuff into Blender that installs an add-on. It is such a well-made piece of software. It's free as well. I like it a lot. The point is, all right, okay. Okay.
Nice.
Now, how do you import SVGs using that add-on? From the side, I see. Blender. How many Blender need? Hold on. Edit SVG, no. Back to mesh. Select the folder. Oh, sorry, what now? I'm already confused. I'm guessing that this would be the folder that doesn't library path. Do I need to give this the SVGs? Oh, that did something.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I don't actually know if it did. I'm confused. I don't understand how this works.
In the tutorial?
I don't understand how this works. A library path. What do I need to go up? Like this, accept. What is happening? Back. Wait, I don't understand. Huh? Oh! It did something. Right. Import selected. Okay. Oh, jeez, what? It's... Oh, and it imported it as a... Ha! Huh.
Oh.
It's not like actually what I was expecting. It's impressive. Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't import it with color. I couldn't have what... No, or does it? Maybe it
Well,
does.
it could be terribly hard to add color, no?
That's a manual process, which I would like to... I mean, yeah, I will have to do it anyway. I suppose that's true. Okay. So, all of this... Okay. I still would like it to be one-dimensional.
And just
So we'll do
smush
this.
it down, no?
No, I'm gonna keep it as this. Set origin to geometry. Bad idea. Ah, piss. Right. How do I... can I object convert into a mesh? But that's gonna make this so much more difficult for me. I think. There we go. Object set origin to geometry. No. Yes. Maybe. Kind of. Okay, close enough, I would say. I think that looks good. Right, so now all we need to do is we need to color it in. Color it in with all the colors. So, first things first. I don't know where to begin actually. This is almost done rendering as well. I'm thinking.
Are you saying the Remco video is almost done?
It is actually pretty close, yeah.
Oh. Still?
Because, I mean, if you look at it, I already have 19 minutes fully done. So all these 19 minutes right here. Well, the intro I haven't finished because I don't never care about the intro. But other than that, the first 90 to 20 minutes are already fully done. Then the first 44 minutes have a basic edit, and then all that's left is just 2 more chapters to animate and 1 to edit, which is like an additional half an hour or so, possibly more. I know that it doesn't mean anything to any of you because, well, you all have lives and you don't just sit around making YouTube videos all day. But to me, it's relatively not as bad as it could be. The point is.
Yeah.
Places. And this
And right now you're just waiting, killing time while it's rendering
we'll
something.
cover that in the future.
Yes, but I just rendered, which means I can render some more
the point
stuff.
is,
Oh.
it is in 2 places.
Thrilling. Truly thrilling. I have sent the sponsored segment to my sponsor. I'm waiting for them to give me a green light, and I think I have timed it perfectly so that if they actually give it the green light, they should give it the green light around the same time as the video will be finished, which means I'll be able to just right away.
And this vector describes where. Now,
Yeah.
this is the position state. But if we want to get the position, then we need to apply a position operator. This is the position state. But if we want to get the position, then we need to apply a position.
This chapter doesn't make much. Oh, it's really confusing. I genuinely think I've explained it better in my past video. I think most people will get really lost on this chapter right here. I should have just but to be fair, in order to do the other explanation, I would need to go with mathematics on its own, which also isn't easy, or wouldn't really fit into this format. There we go. All right. So, badges. Kathy, do you have any idea for the badges for the website?
The badges for the website.
Yes.
So these are for who specifically?
Well, it's kind of like achievements, kind of like roles on Discord, this sort of thing, but for my website.
Achievements, you say too.
Yeah, this.
So achievements like what? Donate money?
Yeah, like for example, donate money, be here for a long time, etc., etc.
But also there are probably some special badges for like the crew, no?
Yeah, those will probably also be a thing.
Okay. So what is the basic as pie for? Just be a member?
Well, there will be a couple of iterations of the pie. So there will be one for just donating at all. There will be another one for being in top monthly donations. There will be another one for just being here a long time. So being here since the very beginning.
So I would say for like donating at all, we should have like a plain pie. And then have
Yes.
pie with some bullshit on top, you know?
Well, for donating that'll be the basic one.
So like, you know, the one without the cream and then the one with the cream. Like that's already 2 variants. And then for like the, you know. But that's basic stuff I'm saying, obviously. You probably come out already, but you know.
I just really like the wording, the one with the cream, the one without the cream.
Oh,
That's a normal thing to say.
what do you mean? I mean, yes, these are very basic things to come up with as an idea, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, that was already had that.
Yeah. So you probably want something cooler from me.
Cool, I'm just looking for ideas in general.
Yeah.
This.
Just-
Oh, please don't select everything. You actually
This
have.
is-
Oh, you have.
It is shockingly convenient to just do like this. This already works.
It doesn't work
So-
quite as easily as I'd like it to.
Works pretty damn well though.
Okay, I think this is gonna get. I don't think it'll get much better. Yep. I could cream them fine. And pie. Shut up!
It is just fascinating that your logo is a fucking cream pie.
Shut up! Really regretting you joining Bucket.
Am I wrong?
Working with SVGs like that is painful. I know I need to find a better way to do this.
Don't you have to do it only once though?
Yeah,
Unless you want to
still.
import more nonsense, but I don't know.
Yeah, I will actually need to. Let me just do it.
So why are they free to begin with?
Because that's how the add-on imported them.
But like, why do they need to be in Blender? That's
Well,
my question.
because my only other software is Adobe Illustrator, and I really don't like it.
And there is no way to import pictures to Blender other than this.
Well, by default there is no way. I have 2 add-ons for importing SVGs. A cherry, because it rhymes with charity.
How does it
Brilliant.
rhyme? I don't think you know what rhymes are.
I like the initiative. Okay. They also start the same layer. Quick question, is there a way to import them in right here, but
There has to be a way to import pictures with color, because this is silly.
that's weird, does. Import selected. The fact that it doesn't break actually is quite impressive. I'm mostly interested if there's a way to not extrude it. Oh, wait. Hold on. But would there be a way to import it without any extrudes? Global settings. Base height, layer gap, yes. Bevel depth. Bevel resolution. Where are you? You see, which is just use cycle. Okay. Base
Can you
height.
have a graviton badge for Remco? Specifically for Remco, nobody else.
No, we shan't have those.
Aww.
Import settings, scale factor. But scale factor, I'm guessing it's sideways more than anything, right? Well, I'll be damned. Wait, am I damned? Yeah, no, never mind. How do you do it without? Because this is specifically for a layer. So if I do extrude to 0, then that's not gonna do anything, is it? Extrude height. Do I need to change all of them to 0 like this? Because that's must be wrong. There must be a better way to do this. I refuse to believe. We don't live in the Dark Ages anymore. We shouldn't have to manually set variables for multiple things. And it didn't even help. Why are you so thick? Stop being so thick. There we go. This should be it, because in that case, they have the same material, which is good. What have I missed? Not much, honestly. I haven't really missed much. Alright, now I can start giving them color. So we're gonna have right here crust, these nodes. And honestly, I feel like a much better way to do this would be to give it a bit of a better material. Something like
I was trying to think what are like the channel names we can use for like, you know, the badges. We need a taxi badge for sure.
but what would that be for?
I don't know, but we need a taxi badge.
it feels good to create these sort of things because you realize the way we set it up. The thing is, Caper has done a brilliant job with the website, but even before we were working on the website, we have set all of it up with a lot of foresight in mind. So because it is run in Flask and Python, the batch system can be a lot more elaborate than it seems. So I do want to add a bunch of. So for example, it can extend beyond the website. There will be a Discord board attached to the website, and so you will be able to interact with the website through the Discord board if you want to, because
Will be
it's that
less abysmal than fucking patrons' interaction with Discord.
That's not my bot. Blame Patreon. That's official Patreon bot.
I am blaming patrons. Yes.
Listen, am I saying that would make a better one? No, but I am actually. Yeah, I am saying that.
You are going to make a better one because it's impossible to make anything worse, I think.
Hold on. It's curious because I can't.
Or just Patreon website in general. That thing is, I'm still confused by where things are in that. Like, things don't work ever.
Wait, did not work? Wow, I wasn't I genuinely wasn't expecting it to. Let's see. This right here then would be crust 1, I think. And can I do this? It seems like I can. Huh. Awfully convenient. I'm just clicking on the things off page. Well, that's really convenient actually. Different levels, the crust. Yeah, the crust has layers. It's deep.
Yeah.
Now we can do crust 1 if I'm not
You mean the
mistaken.
crust has layers?
Crust 1. Shut up! That's my radiator. It sometimes does yell at me, throw some fits. Mainly because I constantly have it turned off. Wait, is it turned off? Oh, it is. Jeez, for a second I thought that's why I was feeling some warm and I was about to have a heart attack.
You don't want that to happen now.
Can you imagine the price on it? No. Base like this, and then okay, then base 1 right here. I'm glad I'm naming them in such a descriptive way, so that later on I will definitely not forget which is which. Base 1, base 2, there we go. This. Yeah, that's not bad. Then base 3. Let's call it base back. Maybe it would be easier to do it in Photoshop. But in Photoshop I would need to not make them into SVGs, which is annoying. Just whatever, as if it matters. It doesn't matter. Okay, so right here we have the first one. Now we can copy it into, so this would be default. Then I'm gonna copy the default, paste it in, and this is going to be creamless.
So is this your way to have layers?
Well, yeah. It does.
I would just use GIMP, but I guess you never use GIMP either.
GIMP can work with SVGs.
What?
I thought it was just with
Wait.
images.
Yeah, that's SVGs. That's the one of layers, right?
Well, no, SVGs is vector graphics.
Yes, GIMP does vector graphics.
I genuinely don't
Like-
know that.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know if it does, but it works with vector graphics. You can import SVGs.
Yeah, but can you export them? Because Photoshop can
I
import
think
them as well.
so. I don't see an issue why you wouldn't be able to.
Well, the reason why you wouldn't be able to is because most like image editors, the way they import them is they import SVG and turn it into an image.
No,
somewhat
no,
like
it keeps
this.
them. It keeps them SVGs, I think.
Kind of like this.
And it turned to image. Uh,
Yep.
I could have sworn I've done SVGs in this thing before.
Let's try to export to
Can you send me the SVG?
export SVG. Test. Wait, where are you exporting it? Oh no, slice of pie SVG. Yeah, test.svg export. Yeah,
Well,
it doesn't.
hmm. Fuck, I could have sworn I'd done that in this fucking program. Or maybe I'm stupid.
Wait a second, hold on. Why does this have 21? Oh no! Oh, thank goodness I've got it. Thank goodness I've got it. Thank goodness I've got it. Otherwise that would have been quite a pickle. Oh, don't make Control Z enough. No. You're pissing me. Oh, I've messed up so badly already. Damn it. No. 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 I need to delete this. Ah, I've messed up so badly. Now I need to somehow import the cream. Wait, I can just import the same exact thing. And that should be just fine. Oh, that's why I didn't import flat. Oh, that explains it actually. Yeah, no, that does make sense. Now it should import flat. It did not. Okay, does not matter. It all matters even. There's some fire pie, thank you. I didn't make it actually. It was Tef that's doing. And then this, all of it, select the entire thing. Object, convert to mesh. From the side, delete these. And then move them into the defaults. Splendid. And now what we can make is we can work on the cream. So cream base. Oh, just cream 0. The way I'm actually whatever. Emission. The way I'm naming them is going from darkest to brightest. There is some kind of system behind it. I'm not completely crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This, and then this. That should be pitch white. That already is pitch white. Well, you can't read. I don't like the idea of making these kind of changes because that's gonna screw me over later on. This one is cream 1, I think. It's also, I think, cream 0 actually. I think cream 0. Yeah. This one will be cream 3 and this one will be cream 0. There we go. Now we have, hopefully, we have a good pie. Let's see it.
Okay.
That looks a lot more dead. That looks just so much more, so much sadder. It looks like such a much sadder rendition. But that's because I'm rendering like that. I could fix it with compositor nodes as well, so it's not as bad as it could be. We can just go for the. I don't usually use compositor, but in this case we're working more for an image rather than an animation. So I'm fine with
Okay.
view. Huh? No, Blender. Don't you run away from me.
Blender.
There we go. This should be lively enough, I think.
I barely know her.
No, it's still not. It still looks dead.
Okay.
Let's see. Now the compositor. Come on, kick it. It looks the exact same as it looked before. Oh, because I've only plugged it into a viewer because I'm an idiot. Right, why don't you all tell me? Let's see it. Now it's too much. There we go. Okay, I think this is good. I think. I guess. I hope.
You think?
All right. Now we're going to
think
change
it's
this
fine.
setup a bit. I'm doing, right here, doesn't really matter. We're going to change this setup up a bit by hiding all the badges right here and then making a new object. We're gonna do it as a cube. And right here I'm going to show off all my extremely professional Blender knowledge by doing this. Then menu switch and then collection info, obviously is what I meant. Right here, not collection goes into the collection, and then this goes into realized instances, this goes into a bounding box, and at the same time it goes into a transform geometry. We're making badges. We are making badges, yes.
Love me some trans geometry.
Yes, exactly. That will be the first option. This. Let's call it node default, like this. And then mathematics. Right. How are we gonna tackle this? Well, first things first. Anyway, if I have an int pointer variable, doing stuff to variable will affect the integer that is being pointed to. And address variable will be the address, the same value in the pointer that got set. Just checking. Oh, hold on, because I need to parse the message. If I have an int pointer variable, right, doing stuff to variable will affect the integer that is being pointed to. Okay, let me draw it out for you. Memory are the boxes that you have inside the computer, right? These are the boxes that will house some memory stuff. So right here you can have something like a 10, right here you have something like a 12, 5, -7, 18, 2.3, and I don't know, 0, whatever. So this is your memory. Now each one of these has its own address. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now, if let's say that this is the value you're dealing with, right? So your var. In this case, if you say var, this is what you're referring to. If you, however, say address of var, then this is what you are referring to. This right here. Now, if you say address of an address of var, well, address of var also has to be stored somewhere. So if you create a variable like this, var, then you're creating this variable right here. So you're taking the address of var and you also need to store it in your memory. So if you then take the address of this new variable, you get its address. I don't know, I know that I'm making it out to be way more confusing than this, but the point is that, dear God, yeah, okay.
Are you explaining pointers to pointers to pointers and
Yes.
why?
Well, you can have an infinite chain of pointers because your pointer also has to
Why?
be stored in memory, and that memory has to have an address. Yeah. So if you're manipulating your variable, you're manipulating this. Then if you're manipulating your address of the variable, you're manipulating this. If you're manipulating address of an address, then you also have to manipulate another value, and so on and so forth. So
Okay.
if you are changing the variable around, you're changing this value right here. If you create a new variable that's a pointer of variable, then this gets created, and that's what you're changing around. Had the urge to end my sentence with a semicolon. That does tend to happen. What was I doing? Oh yeah, right. I was doing linear algebra. So calling it linear algebra is also pretentious. Vector math. We add them both together. We divide them by 2. Correct? Minus 2. There we go. And then what we can also do is we can check the distance from one edge to the other, and then the math, and we want it to be, want to divide it by this, divide some kind of value, and apparently we want to change the scale up first, yeah, and then we want it to have actually a separate bounding box. That's correct, like this. So now right here we can set the size of the batch, and now the size of the batch should be always constant, which is nice. Okay, neat. Now what? Well, now we'd have the first batch, which would look somewhat like this. I just realized that the reason why we started working on these badges is because I was rendering stuff in the background and I had to wait for them to render, but I've totally finished waiting for them, so now I can just get back to working on the video. That's kind of the priority here, isn't it?
But if we want to get the position, then we need to apply a position operator on it. And then there.
Yeah.
What we get is the eigenvalue of the position.
Got the video silly.
Or in other words, apply a position operator on it.
I feel like I should change up the notations here a bit. But in this case, that is going to be awful. Latex cat. How do you do a cat in LaTeX? /cat. That's convenient. Awfully convenient. Because in this case, what I'd like to do is I would like to replace that with a /cat x. That didn't get anything. Crap. Do you need to do bracket every single time? Because use package physics. Don't use the physics package at all. Make sure you have the spacing of the space, but differently physics. No, that's okay. That's bounty from a packet that doesn't. Math tools. Can I do this? Okay, I'm guessing that means no. So we can't have a cat. Can we have a bracket? I'll settle for a bracket. I'll later on edit. No, we cannot. Okay. Oh, wrangle. Right, we can just do wrangle. Yeah, it isn't perfect. I'm certain Remco will be very unhappy that I didn't do a specific cat, but...
Be fine.
Beautiful. Okay. 15, 10. Splendid. Okay. Back to removing the cream.
Decreaming the image.
Let's not make the same mistake twice. There we go. This will be the second one, and once again, all we need to do is go into the cube, go right here, geometry node, yep, and then create a collection like this, and then you, yes. So now if we do this, ta-da, it works beautifully well. Splendid, and now we can have we can make some other ones. So for example,
I mean, I imagine a tier 3 would be like a cherry on top. Unless you think that's like too small of a detail. Like, can maybe use something else?
Oh, it gives them a unique. Well, that's gonna be a huge mess. I guess we can change it up however we see fit in that case. We don't really need to care. Doesn't really look golden, it just looks. Hi Drash, hi!
Hi, Ash. Golden. You could have like a aura around it. Maybe. Put on like a golden plate.
Oh, I know what I need to do. Yeah, okay.
That's really good.
That's actually going to require a fair bit more effort. Yeah, well.
And now we got a pumpkin pie.
That's the problem. But I think I know of a way to fix it, at least a little bit.
Is that a problem?
Yeah, I shouldn't do it this way. Let's be at least slightly professional, let's at least pretend, by doing a bezier. Or a path curve. Let's not go too crazy.
Crazy?
Why did you
I was
chuckle at
crazy
that?
once.
Get off fucking autopilot, Katsi.
How is it an autopilot?
You chuckled at that, you didn't even know why it was funny.
What? Did they chuckle it? What?
Yeah, you chuckled at me saying let's go for a path curve, not a bezier. Let's not go crazy. You don't even know why that's funny.
I didn't. Did you not hear the joke that followed right after it? I joked at my joke, not your joke. Which was a shit joke to begin with, yes, but it was a joke that I chuckled at. It wasn't your joke. I didn't even fucking know what your joke was. Can you not fucking assume that whenever I do literally anything, it is in bad faith because I'm fucking evil? That would be nice.
I'm not saying it's in bad faith, I'm saying you're on autopilot.
You're saying it in bad faith. So no, I'm not on autopilot.
The pause doesn't help.
What fucking pause? What? Fuck you. Why am I even here?
Ah, it just keeps getting progressively more shit. I'm working on changing the computer for the past few minutes. Could have a quick rundown of what's happening. I'm trying to make a golden pie. I'm failing miserably.
Mm.
Ah, shit.
Do you want like shine golden, like be like gold? I don't know what I want to say. Like have a shine to it, maybe.
Yeah, if it doesn't have a shine, then it's just not gonna look golden.
Why is it not golden? What's not golden about it to you?
It looks like it's like a lemon pie.
Is that bad? Do you not want a lemon pie?
Yeah, because I want it to be golden.
It's really... Is there no to make like metal in Blender?
Well, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm making it shine.
It's just like image editing type of stuff. I mean, like you know, in Blender, set the material to fucking metal, put like light source on it, you know,
Yeah.
make it, or you know, that type of stuff. What you're doing now is image editing to make it shine, which is not what I'm talking about. Hang on.
What kind of pie is this? A golden pie? Oh, this feels wrong. I think this should follow this curve right here. As you can all tell, I know absolutely nothing about graphic design. This.
Mm,
This.
I
That's
noticed.
the best guess I can have. There we go. Let's try it. Hi, Bayonet. How you doing? My Fate Power Ranger was chosen to be sequenced. Good for you. Yes. Oh yes. Yes.
What are you using to?
It is the effect I was looking for.
That's it.
Shit.
Is my stream behind?
I'm really excited. This means that I will be in the Geno next semester. Because they are passing out Gene Fox. That sounds really cool. Oh, that's really brilliant.
Mm. Ah, that's cool.
Okay, like now this one is shine, obviously. This one is shine. This one is shine. Brilliant. Hi there, Matter. Hi. I was trying to make
Hi,
it more
Almater.
golden. I just a diagonal shine on the side. Diagonal, you say? So like. Wait, hold on. Like this sort of thing?
I. This looks fucking terrible, man. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know.
Shit. Is there a better way for me to do this? Is there a better way for me to do this? That's the question.
Hmm. Is there no way to over like a metal texture on it?
There is,
Or anything like that? Then why aren't you doing that?
because that would look like shit.
Would it?
Yeah.
Okay, man. You also have all matter right here. You can just make him fucking design that
First
and make
of
that
all,
look dog shit.
first of all, fix your pronouns. Second of all,
What did I say?
him.
I said him. Her.
Second of
Sorry.
all, using Olmata to this. First of all, I don't like the idea of using Olmata. Second of
Okay.
all, using Olmata to make these kinds of badges is kind of like using a tank to kill a mosquito.
It will work though. And if the tag is right there,
Yeah, but I have time.
it's just doing nothing. It's just parked there, you know?
What do you mean doing nothing? You're assuming.
Well, if they had something good today, it wouldn't be in your fucking chat, probably.
I don't appreciate your tone, Katsi.
You already put me in a bad mood today by fucking assuming things about me that I'm not doing. And I'm doing it back to you now.
Listen, I'm fine with you doing it back to me, but be careful what you're about to say about Olmata.
I
in that case-
gave them so much money. I think I'm allowed to say some things. Okay?
And I think you're not. So be careful. I have a very short temper. I'd like to show you my idea. I am all open to your suggestions on matter because you know this stuff. I will need to only make like one iteration of the shiny. Once I make an iteration of the shiny, then I can just change the color for the other ones. That'll be easier. this in actually, like recursively, that would be nice. No tilt, only subdivide. Alright. Yucky at the end, but oh well. I'll clean up in a second. No, it can't go like that. It has to go like this. Looks like a nose. Absolutely not what we're looking for. This is terrible. Absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Okay, first let's try to maybe set it up in a way so that it by default fills in. Because if it were to fill in by default, that would make everything much easier to design. So let's make curves like this, and then inside right here let's add a cube, and let's just have this cube to be geometry nodes, and then collection info curves, and then this curve to mesh, and I think this should just work. Nope. Alright, what about object info? Oh, because this next wrong curve to mesh, right, fill curve. I'm an idiot, there we go. Nope, still doesn't work. What about this? Okay, splendid. Okay, so now we can design them and give them some kind of material if we want to. So right here we'll have shine. Oh my goodness! Oh yes, absolutely. Oh, I see what you mean now. Oh yeah, that is. Oh, absolutely yes. Okay, hold on. Because right here we can do this. Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. Okay, so. This sort of thing, well, let's keep the edges at least somewhat straight. Oh, that is really good. Thank you. Okay, now let's try to do subdivision. Subdivision surface a bit. Simple, duplicate with couple clock, like so. Well, maybe 3 even, yeah. And then shine translucent, shine trans, and then right here mix shader with transparent. Oh yeah. just right here. Do gold. Nah, that didn't work. Gold. Oh, already this is so much better. Ah, but okay. Let's maybe lower the saturation on the compositor ever so slightly, simply because I feel like it might be going a bit far. And then right here, we can change up the shine as well. Because I absolutely hate what I've done. This. Like so, like so. I'm just effectively trying to copy what Omata did, except worse. There we go, there we go. Why does everything I make look like a nose? Way too long, first of all, I think. I think it's way too long. Second of all, I don't want it to look like a nose. I think this is just too sharp of an edge. Maybe it's also a bit too far. Yes. So powerful. Okay. Why do you still exist? Okay. Okay, it's fine. Actually, it's Control Z. Because... Let's restart. How about that? Add circle. Subdivide it. Let's, for now, once. For now, let's subdivide it once. And let's move it about. So, everything much smaller. And right here. Okay. And now let's add another circle actually. Hi, the caper! Hi! Oh, speak of the devil. Oh, I like the bean, by the way. I like the idea of it being a bean. It just feels like it should be a bean, you know? It has to be a bean. I'm so bad at this. Okay. It's gonna be slightly less beanish. Slice of pie, piece of sly. Exactly. I was supposed to be working on a video and I'm getting wildly sidetracked. But I do like this so far, I believe. It feels a bit too thick. Now it feels a bit too windy. What kind of cream is it? It's a golden cream. it's a golden cream, obviously. You know, golden cream. I don't hate this. I don't love it either. But progress, I don't hate it. Oh, I don't hate it actually. I do have to say, the All Matters is brilliant. That's adding so much to it. Cape, if you look at it, would you think it was gold? Because another thing, I feel like the colors are messed up. I do feel like I've messed up the colors. I should change them up. So first of all, let's restart the thing. I don't know if I would look at it and think it's gold. Oh, maybe. It looks gold indeed. Okay. I feel like I could also add more like shadows to the shine right here, but we have a great day, everyone. Well, bye, Amy. Bye. Have a good one. Good luck at work. Let's try this as a gold. Yeah, this is pretty good. Lemon. Okay, I feel like in context it could be gold. Now, since this is a very reward kind of badge, I think one more thing to add would be to add a plane right here, like this, and then do a bit of a black drop gold sort of thing. We'll just do texture coordinates and then vector math distance, color ramp, and that into the alpha channel. Like so. OBS disconnected? Well, okay, we're back. Jeez. No way to actually feedback my own award system. Hold on, because I don't know if this... Oh no, it does work correctly. Yeah, somewhat like this, I would say. And we can actually put the emission to it, but we wouldn't want that much of an emission, and we wouldn't want the emission to be... No, I don't think we want emission. I think we just want it to reflect. Yeah. So I'm gonna do the forbidden blender trick when I just do this. There we go, the forbidden blender trick of setting the... Why? Just why? Oh, it's because of the texture coordinates. Right. No, that does make sense. We get tiered badge. You won't believe it, Caper, but that's exactly what I plan on doing. Yeah, this is not gonna work. I would need to add in the background in post. Yeah. Well, it's fine. Let's for now just do a golden one. I feel like a number... It could really use like a number 1 some way, no? Whatever, for now it's just golden. Okay, and then after the gold, we're also going to have... silver. And for the silver, we will do... Because I'm pretty certain all the colors should be independent now. Yes, at least that's that much convenient. We could just desaturate it actually. Would this work? If this would work, that would be just brilliant, but I feel like... no, I feel like if we desaturate it, that would be too much. Yeah, no, we can't do it without... Yeah. We need to actually think, Yak. We need to actually think about this process. But the nice thing is, at least we don't have to... Also, that doesn't look very silver, does it? It looks just... Yeah, we can't desaturate it completely. We need to fiddle with the colors a bit. Because this doesn't look very silver. So, if I name the cube, then right here, this is gold, this is the silver. Yeah, no, the silver is terrible. Capital but for HTML proficiency. I like the gold one, the silver is horrible. I feel like the gold one looks gold, the silver looks dead. And I'm guessing that the way to fix that would be to actually add a little splash of color somehow. That is going to be tricky. This has to be very subtle. And this already might be too much. Yeah, there's no contrast between these two, and there very much should be. Make a trip bias trust chat. But I do believe that there isn't enough contrast between these two. That I can clearly see. So just as a reference, let me see. Oh, please. Okay, the top one should be darker. Oh, now that it looks terrible with the colors. You have things around it reflect to imply its shininess. I know, but unfortunately I can't add any things around it. Now that I can believe is silver. Yeah. Good stuff. Imagine how they're really shiny. And the sparkle to it. There's a really bit of sparkle right there. Okay. Now we're going to make the bronze one bronze, and the bronze one will be modeled based on the gold one because I feel like it will be just much easier. All we need to do is just make it darker effectively. Oh, that feels a bit too brown. Oh, oops. Make it more cool toned in my opinion, so like bluish. Yeah, I suppose I'm just worried that if I make it like more cool sort of thing, then it will look like platinum. Hold on. No, I can't get it out of my head, damn it! I do every now and then I need to play, otherwise I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, this right here, this right here, like this sort of thing. I do like it a lot more. Ah, but no, this grey bar, I missed that one. I also need to change that. Is this live music? Yeah, yeah. I have the same thing playing in my head over and over and over and over and over and over again. I'm losing my mind a little bit. But I do like it a lot more. Remember earlier on when I said it was dead? And now it's not anymore. I have the music. Well, thank you, Brian, man. I appreciate it. Okay, and then the final one, which is the bronze, which would look like this. I promise I was too blue, just keep it grey. Okay. Well, back to it then. Give me too blue. I'm not gonna reset it completely, because... Oh no. This is proper good. Oh yeah, I was adding the bronze, I remember now. There we go. So we have the bronze. Yeah, the bronze looks bronze. It honestly looks like a cinnamon pie with a shine to it, but it looks like a normal pie. I feel so arrogant just telling you what to do. Oh, don't feel arrogant. This is a thing you know a lot about, and you're basically an expert when it comes to art. So don't feel arrogant. It's fine. I treat it the same way as if Flame was telling me that I've gotten something wrong about chemistry, or Remco telling me that I've gotten something wrong about physics. Do not feel arrogant. We're giving on, baby, because they are converted to WebP. Just so you know, can't we not? Oh no! Wait, can we not like turn them to GIF? It's not that I need any badge to be animated, but I just like to have the option, you know. I do imagine there is a good reason. I am just curious of that reason. No, we could do the same file for changes up to 8 times within an hour. We were at war back then, Caper. That was... And listen, everything is fair in love and war, and we were at war. I would add this as an option. Okay, we don't need it so far. I was just wondering the reason. Because I clearly don't know much about this. Okay, so far we have the default, we have the creamless, we have the gold, we have the silver, we have the bronze. Now we need what additional badge do we want? Well, first of all, I want the old badge. I want an old one for when someone joined in the very beginning. Caper X, make it you read. Gold is lemon, bronze is cinnamon, what is silver? Silver is just cream. That's it. It's just the usual ice cream pie, grey ice cream, you know, the best flavor. You really got it. What would the old pie look like? Because I don't want, basically, after each major event, I want there to be a new pie that will be awarded to everyone that has an account at that point, right? So for now, it will be the old one, the oldest. And I was just kind of imagining it as grey pie with spider webs, I don't know. Or maybe a kind of old Indian campaign medals. Well, no, these are just... None of these will be available yet, because they will all depend on donations, which don't exist. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of text relationships, but... What in the actual... I feel like we're getting off topic. Oh, maybe we're not. What do I know? Keeper, do you have any idea for the badges? I have a couple that, couple in general. Oh, these ones are so far. There's also obviously gonna be the crew badge. There's obviously gonna be the of all the people who have been on stream making. Oh no, I feel like that's gonna be a rough question. The other one, you can just put a circular medal to have background and call it a medal. I like the, hold on. Let's take the default. Paste it in. Yeah. Let's call it old. First, let's try to just make it gray. So just lose all of the saturation on it. No, I'm sorry. I need to do it. I can't. I almost fell off my chair. But okay. Just down the piano because it's bored. No, I don't have voices in my head, but I do have music in my head. And I need to get it out. I'm busy. Daddy's busy. We'll play later. Alright. So this is a good start. Now, what next? Is there like one of these that maybe corresponds to the entire pie? Ooh, there appears to be. But that's really convenient because in that case, I could just move it upwards and then give it a special texture, like old. And then, we want the BSL2 pattern yesterday. I don't know, what does the BS2 mean? The Omar is the other way! You'll have a pie again, yeah. I imagine wave texture could be good. This one into the alpha. For now I'm doing emission temporarily just to see what it looks like. Biohazard safety level 2. Good for you. Hey. Brilliant. How far did the levels go actually? Like 2 doesn't sound pleasant. I'm just curious how far it goes. Why am I trying so hard? I can just roughly overlap it and it's gonna be fine. Whoa, what? Why? Why is this a thing? I accidentally pressed E. No, that's just... Alright, brilliant. I need to select them like this then. Wait. Oh, I can change to a different octave if I want to with that. Good to know. I'm frustrated with me putting up Plague Inc. right now. You're putting up Plague Inc. Biondet is about to do Plague Inc. in real life. I would recommend you start with Greenland. It's really annoying to get like that. This. It doesn't make it doing 2D art with 3D Blender stuff. Yeah, because I just don't have any better software for it. This felt like the easiest choice, honestly. So if we do this, that's gonna get lost. What should I add to it? What to make the pie old? I mean, this feels quite old, right? It feels like an old pie. Maybe this is sufficient. I don't need to overdo it either. Yeah, I don't hate it. Yeah. What other badges? When what other badges? What other badges? He just keeps jamming. It helps me think. Something was rather some time to like that. Keep climbing forever. Imagine if Pirates in the Caribbean for the aforementioned slow tempo. I feel like I could make this a lot more evil. Or like, not evil, but like, you know, super villain, evil scientist kind of vibe. like an evil fortress. I'm gonna pass the horse twice, seeing spinning pie image and hearing this. I think that's all the budget we're gonna. You know what upsets me though, Caper? What upsets me is that we don't really have much budgets to test. That's my biggest pickle, because like this one would be unobtainable by now. This one will be unobtainable. This one will be unobtainable. This one will be unobtainable. This one will be unobtainable, and which is this one. Do you have a particular electric organ or snap? I have an electric piano, which I bought a really long time ago. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, effectively 6 settings. Yeah. Oh, we could make a badge for. No, that's kind of dumb. I mean, we could make a badge for connecting Discord and Google, I suppose, right? Then my mother gives me one, but I never had the chance to learn it yet. I would really recommend. I do believe out of all the instruments, the piano is the easiest to learn. Simply because it's very general. Like, you can basically play anything. The violin is the hardest in my opinion. Now, I'm so impressed with whoever can play violin. It's really impressive. Big bunch of those who have been here since 2024 or earlier. That would, but how we check for that? That would be difficult to check for. The reason why this one would be easy is because this is a badge that everyone will get, but on 9th of January, everyone will stop getting it. And from 9th of January, they will just the next one, etc., etc. These will be the old badges that compile onto themselves. I could make a badge for everyone who helps out with this, like not just crew. Make a badge for born on 3rd of April 2003. It's like the free real estate meme. I've been streaming for 3 hours already. I haven't got enough work done. Damn it. Shopping settings immediately. They're not. I've played them in the past. They're not easy. We could, however, genuinely make a badge for everyone who helps out. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking that we could just, right now, we could do like an unofficial release of the site. So basically, a testing period. Make a badge for people born on Pi Day. A separate badge for every day of the year. I think we... No, but I think because okay. Gee, once again, I'm losing my train of thought so quickly. More coffee will surely help. I don't see why it wouldn't. I could also eat something. I haven't really eaten anything yet. I haven't had the chance. I've been too busy just. What do you think about the caper? Just having the, for now, the website, because then I could announce the website, but I could announce it as a test run to see what happens. Yeah. I think it's a good idea. Okay, well, in that case, I wouldn't make one more badge, which would be the tester's badge. I really like all of them being an iteration on the default pie thing. Or the creamless, actually. That's a perfect badge for it, isn't it? The creamless. For like the test run. Or I could... Oh, but that would be difficult. Oh, what I could do... Oh, that would be difficult. I could try to take a bite out of it. Bitten. Make a badge for people that are born. And a gear instead of a cream. That was genuinely my other idea, was to just do a gear. But I like the idea of it being bitten. I don't know why, it just feels very appropriate. Not gonna be an easy one to pull off. Especially since... damn it. Wait, there's a better way to do it. Make it. Be a professional for once. Jeez. I'm hearing very ominous sounds coming from my radiator, and at this point I'm scared to even ask any questions. Well, that's not great. That's a bit better, but still not great. Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Just why? Why are you like this? Can't you just like fix yourself? Oh damn it, if I do exact it's gonna completely break. Yeah. You have heating on? No, I have it off. That's why that's why it's weird that it's making weird noises. I mean, okay, there's also a better way to do this, which is by loose parts, like so. Then I can right here make a generate boolean union with this. Apply generate boolean union with this. Apply. That doesn't look like it. That looks still messed up. Blender, work with me, beg you. I beg you. Maybe if I move it very a height bit, that would be better. Because sometimes the heights do mess certain things up. Okay, this looks a lot more correct. Okay. Yeah. Add byte. Give us leniency if you won't mind report errors instead. Yeah, exactly. We could even do like a report. Well, we need to set up an email on the site. That's a thing we really need to do. There's an update on the version. Yeah. So, orbitals. I want to see an F orbital badge. Okay, yeah. I feel like I've bitten, pun intended, but I feel like I might have bitten off a bit more than I can chew in this case, because this requires some actual skill, which I like. Oh yeah, and then underneath side, we can delete it. Don't need it anymore. Oh, damn it. This has to go like Yeah, and then right here we need like a different shape that will just be darker version of these two colors. It works. Oh, that's great! Oh, congrats, though! You are now officially a C programmer. And that's officially because you got a segfault before, which is a necessary step in the process. Wait, only the top frosting, especially top cream shaped user, not me. Right, so now what we need is we need like a we need some skill and ability, which I lack, basically, is what we need. But hey, what better time to learn than right now? Well, I imagine the better time to learn would be before I started working on this, but not cube. Maybe I have to tell me what happened or troubleshoot. Oh, where did you get the? I tried to connect Google and gave me an error. Oh yeah, so that is not great. We haven't tested that, have we? That's a problem. Hold on, let me try it myself. Did Mr. Make It buy a domain? Actually, no, I have had that domain for years. It's just that I've never really made much of a fuss about it because it was so awful. Because it was, I basically wanted to add a website, but I've never bothered to actually properly add it in. Let me see. Continue. Yeah, okay. Does it link though? It does link. Oh, could it be the same problem as we had with name changes, Caper? Because it's not returning, it's just not returning a template then. Because it is actually linking. I don't want to go over the code right now. I have a general fear of showing code publicly. Oh, this is so utterly terrible. I'll try the solution. Okay. Well, don't worry. It's a testing website, so we no pressure. The power of words. You can just call something a testing site and then all the problems are suddenly not a problem. Wait, no, this should be the same thing. Yeah, it should be. I'm an idiot. Well, let's just in case it looks incorrect, let's keep it as separate layers. All these artists and their silly made-up layers. I have real layers here. It looks awful. I hate it. It's terrible. I've been thinking, since I will be doing calculus around this semester, it would be probably a good idea to do calculus 2 over the summer. True Bayonet style. I like it. Right here though it blends in a way that I don't like. That's actually, I was expecting it to look a lot worse. Still not great, but I was expecting it to be way worse. So, you know, you need to take the wins when you can get them. Bitten. Oh, Sorry, what was that? You stream the MV out. You stream the MV, I check the files for you. Oh yeah, right. No. I thought these were disabled. They are disabled. It just doesn't help. Gotcha. Okay. Well, in that case. I don't hate it. I mean, it's not great. It's not brilliant. Yeah, this is awful. I hate it. Never mind. I take it back. I do hate it. Other missing texture to testify. I'm liking my new glasses. Good for you. Stem girl summer. Raise the bottom of the bite ever so slightly, so the untouched filling part is roughly the same width as the crust. We mean right here, this? And the problem I think here lies more on the fact that this... Oh wait, this should carry on like that. I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot. This right here should go up to this point. I should have also done it with curves, then I wouldn't need to go through this whole charade. Yeah, much better. I really should have done it with curves. You're an idiot. Idiot doesn't represent the feedback. I'm not gonna listen to you, Bionet. Sorry, even as a joke, it felt mean. I do like this a lot more now. I can't figure out how to get the array after the integer. Well, elaborate on it more. Maybe I can help. How to get the array after the integer. So, where's I got the first? Okay, never mind. I suppose raising the bottom a tad, like right here, this, so that there is more filling. That would be quite a fair bit of effort, though. Fine. All right. Let's try it. Actually, it wasn't that bad. I thought I would need to carry the curve. Or no way, I do need to carry the curve. I looked back at it and it is awful. Yeah, no problem. I have a future idea, but we'll pass it on the secret comms channel later. Well, pass it in the secret comms channel now! Okay, so budgets wise, with the budget that we have so far, is the default, which will be for everyone who donates, is the creamless, which it could be the default badge actually, that everyone gets, because why not? Gold for being top 1 in donations, silver for being top 2, bronze for being top 3. Old one for everyone who joins in, everyone who creates an account up to 9th of January. Bitten for everyone who creates an account during the testing phase. I don't know when the testing phase will happen, but yeah. And in the future, we'll just award it to everyone who tested out some features. I'll put my test code on the program channel if you want to. Yeah, sure. Oh, let me see the programming channel. For language gradient overflow. Okay then. Yeah, just looking it over, I like it. You're getting a pretty good grasp of the pointers. I like that. Usually, a lot of people usually try to avoid them as much as they can, so it's really good that you're getting deep into water. I already created an account. What do I get? Well, you get to wait because we haven't added any of this yet. Oh yeah, that just reminded me. There's one more I want to add. And right here, this which will be cream. That will be for everyone who decides to help out. And because I've set it up correctly, I can just do this and it already will work. Because I'm clever and smart. So right here, what we need to do is just add in the cream. It does look like a white shit, yes. However, imagine I had something to say there. It's cream. It's cream from the cream pie. Shut up, everyone! You all get it. Add a cherry. You know, I like that. I like the idea. You know that would probably fix it. But the problem is that I would need a cherry icon. My favorite website for this sort of thing, cherry icon, because everything here is basically copyright free as far as I'm aware. At least most of these are. Cherry icon. That's not what I meant when I said cherry icon. Cherry, not realistic. Cherry. Or vector. Cherry vector graphic. It makes me want to get some cherries, or fruits in general, which is bad because they're expensive. Cherry logo? I don't know. Cherry vector graphic is kind of what I'm looking for, but I could adapt this into a cherry for us. Chromium ore, that's such an evil looking icon. Jeez. I can make a cherry from scratch, but I'm absolutely terrible at this sort of thing. For me, so I'm going with that. Bye, Bayonet. Bye. Have a good one. Good night. And this all feels. Wait, what? Why are you changing default? Oh, why is that the default now? No, you bloody idiot! No. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, Angel more me. There we go. Okay, what scared me for a second. I would need to add the cream on top. It wouldn't be quite as bad. I still would have managed, but almost messed up. Cream of the crop. Yeah. Okay. I do like the gold one. I mean, okay, the gold one, the silver, and the bronze will exist right now. It's just that they won't really be able to change because, well, I mean, Stamp and Atomic will enjoy them, I suppose. I will need to reach out to Stamp and Atomic to test the size so that they can. We can see the badges. Because now all I need to do is I'll need to actually give Badger consciousness. I will need to give Badger sentient. I will need to make him sentient. Is sentience a thing? Feels like it should be. Whatever. I will need to make him conscious. Because so far Badger is just tool. I need to turn him into a being. That will automatically give out badges. Make his GLaDOS arc. Actually, Badger isn't mine. Badger is Capus. All I'll do is I'll give it life. It's like, oh wait, was it Greek mythology? I don't remember which one, but there was one where there were like separate beings, where one was creating things and then another one was giving it life. I don't remember exactly what mythology was from. Okay, so for now these are all the badges we have. Splendid. Back to the video. I am genuinely really hungry at this point. But I have such a rush of caffeine because I've just drunk a whole pot, and yesterday I specifically did a detox. Now I feel like I'm fine. I can
And
keep
then
going.
there.
Okay, and then there what? Then there this.
What we get is the...
Okay, yeah, right.
Now, this is the position state. But if we want to get the position, then we need to apply a position operator on it. And then there.
There we go. I'm a fool, an imbecile, an idiot. Well, don't say that. I mean, I do understand why the C programming language would make you feel that. I've been there. But you can't let the haters get to you. Can't let them win. We will probably need a little bit more space. I don't actually know what I is. I thought I meant like implied, so it just prints what it points to. I myself never used I. I just use %D for ints. Okay, I think this is as good as it's going to get. So there we go. Try to print Flaunt as Ninja. Oh, I see. That was a bit too experimental. Canonical momentum we can turn off because we already rendered all of these. At least I'm pretty certain. Right. No! Apparently we haven't. I take it back then. Let's render some more. I could have sworn I've rendered this. Huh. Oh, I've rendered from... Ah. I've rendered from 11. Well, yeah, that explains it. That's still kinetic energy. I don't care who wins, I just need her to lose. You know what's wild? Recently I've been rewatching some of the old Cat Does Countdown and 8 out of 10 Cats. And I just randomly saw Maisie in some of them. And it was so surreal. I genuinely didn't think she existed before Taskmaster.
Momentum instead of canonical momentum, then yeah, it's close enough.
We are going to define this canonical momentum, as rightly observed in chat, as the partial derivative of the Lagrangian. With
If I had the nickel for every math YouTuber who also knows piano that I've watched, I would have 4 nickels by now. Am I that unoriginal?
back to the velocity. So, first of all, immediate question. Why do we define this and why do we call it the momentum? Well, that is easy to see actually. Because what we can consider is, let's just say we have a Lagrangian, which we know is the kinetic energy
From
minus
the
the potential
by
energy. And we are going to let this potential not depend on velocity or time. What will happen? We can like calculate the canonical momentum for this, which is the derivative of the Lagrangian with respect to the velocity, which in this case is just mx. So when we are considering a potential that does not depend on velocity, we recover the equation for momentum that everybody knows. And so this canonical momentum is a generalization of our usual momentum.
20 minutes of the video finished so far. Jesus, so much more left. It's a good start. Not a bad start. Kepa, actually, when will you have? Would you have some time today? I know that I started the first question with when, but the actual question is if. Would you have some time today? Because I don't want to mess up Badger. I don't know what the proper way to implement it would be, so I wouldn't clash with the website. I basically want to, because I'm absolutely shite at website making stuff, so I would focus more on on some permanent running scripts that will go extend. I don't want to spoil anything, but at the same time I'm trying to describe as best as I can. So budget that will affect the database without actually being influenced in any way by the website. And I just don't know what the best practices for that would be, so that I wouldn't screw up. Not quite sadly, but up to Saturday I'm very preoccupied. But Badger is super simple. Okay, in that case I will implement Badger. I will implement Badger, but I will do it. I will try to do it in a way so that it's easily removable and won't screw anything up. Hopefully. Ah, my back! Ah, that hurt. I just stretched my... Oh my goodness, I just stretched myself into an afterlife. Oh, push the fix to internal server error. Alright, I will pull it and fix it. Badger is implemented. No, I mean the Badger consciousness. The sentient Badger. The thing that gives badges is called Badger. Yeah. The badge system is fully in place. I know, when I say Badger, I mean that will be the algorithm responsible for for giving out badges automatically, depending on the conditions per badge. Ah, my back. Okay. Ah. Alright everyone, I'm going to go now because I'm reaching a point where my hunger is starting to dwarf my my manicness from the caffeine. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go get myself some food, buy some groceries, clean up a little bit, work on the website, work on the video, do all these things, and for now that'll be it. Thank you everyone so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.